Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to be coming to you today with another fresh new episode for your Friday. Hope you are doing well. Hope you enjoyed Wednesday's show with Chris Kaiser, the CEO of Equip Expo, the OPEI, and the Turf Mutt Foundation. I've got that stuck in my head now. Once I got it right, I was proud. I got it right the first time, and so now hopefully I can remember that forever. But Chris was a great guest interview. I loved getting to hear more about what Equip is going to be this year. We'll just hit you right off the bat. If you're going to Equip, use code GG50, save you 50% there, register for $15, and we see you in Louisville. Taking some words out there, but welcome into the show. If you've never listened to the show before, what is the Growing Green Podcast? The Growing Green Podcast is a place where I come and go crazy on everyone. We let loose the mind of a business owner and someone who's trying to grow community and relationships at the same time. So I own Growing Green Landscapes here in Birmingham, Alabama, and this is my 6th year in business, if you didn't know that, and we are just rocking and rolling this year, really growing, foot on the gas pedal really, really hard right now, and we are just taking it one day at a time. And the podcast we started 3 years ago to just grow the community, literally. Like, that's what it was about, build relationships, and it's been so cool getting to watch people come together, network, relationships build. I've got to make some of my very best friends from doing this show, and so that is what it is about. I hope you get to do the same. If you have an Instagram account or a podcast that you do or listen to or a show that you attend that you love every year, make friends, build relationships, see your future change when you get around like-minded people that are doing bigger and better than you. That is the way to do it, in my opinion. I am nowhere near qualified to be hanging around people that I hang around half the time. But what I do is I try to listen, and I think Chris said that in our conversation on Wednesday when he wrapped that conversation up. You might have tuned out because you said, "Oh, I don't want to hear another Equip interview." Well, we actually we went some different directions there at the end, and got some really good advice from Chris. And he went to law school. He's the CEO of 3 companies. I think you could learn some stuff from him. And he said one of his biggest pieces of advice would be just listen. And I have made that a conscious effort the last couple of years to change it about myself, because I was not that way in high school. I was the one that always got a word in. I always had something to say about something, and I still that still grabs me and holds me to some extent. But it's an everyday work in progress to be better at that, to not get caught up in that and not get a word in where I can, and just sometimes just sit back and listen. And when you actually listen, and I say that as I talk to myself for 30 minutes, staring at a wall, but it's like listening can change your perspective on a lot of things. And if you're so caught up in how to do this or how to do that or how to run your company because one person told you this, or maybe you just think that you know best, well, why don't you just take a break, press the brakes, and say, let me listen to other people's opinions. And I think the thing with listening that you have to look at is you listen to a lot of people, but then you only take in and process certain things. Like, I'll listen to you talking of a speech, but I'm not going to let everything into my brain. Like, that's not happening. You know, like that's not my way of living anymore. I used to let anything and everything that was in front of me influence me, and that's not the case at all. So take that with a grain of salt, whatever you want to do, take it and run with it, implement it in your life, however. But just try to listen some more, especially go through this weekend. Excuse me. I'm yawning. It's been a long day. I'm going to update you on some stuff here to explain that. And also, forgive me, my voice, I'm trying to get some type of cold, like in the dead middle of summer. I don't even know why. I don't know anybody that's sick. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm trying to fight that off. So, today, what does today look like? Today has been wide open because we just bought and acquired roughly 60 properties from a buddy of mine here locally. We teased that on the show, and I'll talk about that a little more today. It was, or maybe we talked about that on Friday more, but it was a great transition. A lot of his yards fit into my current existing routes. They're very small lots, usually, the most of them. There's a couple big ones, but we have big mowers, so it not a problem. Like, those are our normal size yards. And we took on between 50 and 60. Not all 60 are going to stay. I think we transferred contacts for 58 people. I imagine we'll keep between 45 and 50 if I had to guess. We mowed 25 of those, or went through about 25 of those customers, or 30 of those customers this week, and I think we lost 2 of them, but everybody else said they were good. And so, again, we'll probably lose 5 or 10. That's expected, but that's a big growth for us. It's literally adding almost not time-wise. We could finish, these 2 guys could finish this route in 2 days, but it is still 60 properties. Like, that's good cash coming in. We're not going to get rich off of it. They're priced a little lower than what our normal base price would be, but they're all so close together. They're a lot. It's a very tight route. All 60 properties are within 5 miles of each other, which for our area is fantastic. Like, very, very good. There's rarely a neighborhood that will go in with this route and only mow 1 yard, and so that's good. And like I said, it fits in and adds to some of our existing routes. Like, it's funny. Probably 5 to 10 of these are literally next door neighbors to yards that we mow right now. So that's been funny to see. I pull up and be like, no way. Like, I knew it was in the same neighborhood as ones we did, but literally ends up being the exact next door neighbor to the yard we do. So that's good. We can just drop the gate and go to town mowing. So it's been good. It's been a good day, a good week. We started on them this week, and it was a long day. We did 18 today, I think, with a little break in between. We got our. So I also purchased a 36-inch John Deere Quick Track from him, and because we had to have a small one to do all these, there's no way we were pushing on them all. But because a 36 is really what you need for just about every property that we got from him, and got the 36. It didn't have a shoe blocker on it, so got another green guard. And guys, I'll be honest with you, I have no affiliation with the green guard. Literally none at all. I would like to get set up as an affiliate with them probably down the road, but I'm going to keep testing and see over the next week or two what happens. But, I mean, guys, ours have been running for 3 weeks now, I think, on the big 54-inch. Grabbed another one for the 36-inch today, installed it, slapped it on in literally less than an hour. I think it ended up taking like 30 minutes. We got the no drill mounting system. It's a massive magnet. It's amazing. I love it. I would not do it any other way. There's no other way to do it. If you're going to buy this unit, this is the only way I would do it. I would never mount. And it's nice. You don't put any holes in your deck. If you need to put it on a new mower for some reason, a different mower, you literally just unclip it from the wiring harness and unclip it from the battery, and you're good to go. You can put it on any mower you want. So super, super clutch for us so far. I'm excited to see where we go with it, and it's cool. We've got one. We had our replacement part come in for one, the switch on one. It did not break. It did not break due to any fault of its own. That was a very, very big user error, which I will now transition to and talk about because it was a big one. It was the first time this ever happened, and this is truly, it's crazy how fast this happened. This is truly the reason we switched to stand-ons, because number one core value in our company is safety. Safety is number one. At the end of every day, we will need everybody to go home with 2 eyes, 2 ears, 10 fingers, 10 toes, and 4 extremities, 2 legs, 2 arms. Like, that's what we need you to go home with. And we are adamant that we're going to make that happen. We're not going to do anything to put you in crazy and dangerous situations. And safety is a learning thing for me as well, like a learning thing for our company, because when you do it for yourself for so long, you're just like, you're the owner, so you just do everything on your own. Like, you're not scared of anything. You do the sketchy things. But when you have people working for you, you can't go be putting them in sketchy situations. And it makes you realize, hey, I shouldn't be putting myself in these situations either. It's not smart. I have kids. I have a wife. I have a family. There's just no need to be doing that. So that's been an adaptation for our company. Not that we do anything crazy, but just little stuff, little policies and things you put in place. And we're working through that right now. And we had a pretty major accident the other day that I haven't put on social. I haven't put it anywhere. If you're listening to the show, this is the first time we've talked about it on air. Anywhere. Literally no one else outside of our company knows that this happened. We were loading a mower, one of the stand-ons, into the back of the box truck, up the dovetail, and rolled the mower. Flipped the thing totally back on itself. Luckily, he was able to get off. He jumped off of it, let the mower go. Again, it sucks. It's a brand new mower, yes, but mowers are replaceable. People are not. And so it was scary. I wasn't there. He was pretty shook up that afternoon, but it was okay. He got off of it, did the right thing. Like, it turned it off, and or it turned off. Safety turned it off. But he got off of it, let it roll. He didn't try to stay on it like that. That did not need to happen. And so he got it, let it sit there, and got it flipped over pretty quickly. Within about 5 minutes, had it flipped over, and luckily everything is okay. It scratched up the handles and stuff a little bit, scratched up the e-brake, but other than that, she's rocking and rolling, and it's been very good to see that it withstood that. Literally, it's one of the new John Deere Quick Tracks. The thing literally flipped on top of itself, and it's been good to go. It's been running fine. It never smoked. The oil never got down into the spark plugs or anything. So we flipped it over, let it sit there for a while, then we cranked it, and it sat. It was at the very end of the day, so it sat overnight and never really ran more than 30 seconds to load it in the truck, and then we were good. But the moral of that story, and the reason I say safety, is you say, well, how does that happen? You're just loading it into the truck. What do you mean? Like, how are we being safe with this? The problem was we were on a slope, and the truck was angled up. And so the truck was parked uphill, and it made the dovetail even steeper than what it already is. And so what we should be doing in the future, and what we've talked about and already discussed since then, is the truck never gets parked uphill like that if we're taking mowers out of it. We're always going to be parked downhill, so you have to back the mower out and up over the dovetail and down, not straight down the steep slope that creates. So that is something to take with you, something to be mindful about. If you have a dovetail in a box truck and you're on a steep slope, be careful. And I think the user also helped. I mean, he learned. I mean, he realized. I imagine he was trying to ride the mower all the way up in there on that slope and not walk it up. He was probably standing on the platform, so as soon as those front wheels came up, he got jerky, and it came back on him. And so now he knows, fold the platform up, walk it up. If you do get in that situation where you do have to walk it up a hill like that, then put the platform up, walk it up, and be much, much safer that way. And so at the end of the day, everything is okay. It's materialistic. It's all good. The handles are scratched up, and he's all right. So we're good. We're rocking and rolling. But there is a point that should be taken from that is safety is number one. So take that away. Take it back to your guys, your company. Tell the story. Share the story, and make your crew not make that mistake. And that is just part of why we have the community, why we share things. Literally, you learn from other people's mistakes. Don't make these mistakes on your own. It's not worth it. There's literally nothing. Why would you go make this mistake? I'm telling you now what not to do. So we will take it, learn from it, move on, and just rock and roll ahead. But guys, bear with me. I'm so sorry. My voice is terrible. I might make it 20 minutes. It is just like trying to go on me. Literally every single word I think I'm saying, it's just like it's going to go the next step. It's going to go in the next phrase. But I hope everyone is doing well for real. It means so much that we get to do this show. And I think at the end of the day, this could just be a show of thanks. Like, I do that once a quarter, maybe somewhere in there. Really take time and say thank you, because that's what this is about. And so, also, I wanted to update you on the Crest equipment that we've been using. So we bought all these new properties, right, and acquired them. Well, we need a second setup. So now we got the 36-inch stand-on. We've got a backup 60-inch that we take with that now. And we also have the Crest handheld equipment. That's what we've been rocking and rolling with on that setup. And so it's been good. It's been interesting to get used to it and see the best way to charge the batteries, rotate the batteries, things like that. And at the end of the day, if you were doing just medium, like 5 to 10,000, 15,000 square foot lawns, neighborhood subdivision lawns, 100% you can use Crest for your all-time setup. Like, hands down, you 100% can. No questions asked. We went through we went through 18 yards today. We probably used a total of 1.5, no, probably 2.5 backpack batteries, and the weed eater batteries, they go a lot much faster, but I'm thinking of the charge time. So we have the Cyber Light system. We don't have the Cyber Tank. We have the Cyber Light system, and so what that is it's a charging unit with a battery on one side, and that battery charges other batteries. And so you put that white battery on there, and it charges all of your little 60-volt system batteries, your handheld equipment batteries. And so that's what we use throughout the day to charge the weed eater batteries and things. And the weed eater batteries go pretty fast, I'm not going to lie. They might, if you're going between 2 and 3, the levels on the weed eater, those batteries are lasting anywhere from, if you're going hard, 10 to 15 minutes probably of just straight runtime. And you hear that and you're like, that's not enough. Like that doesn't make sense. As long as you have other batteries, you really only need probably 2 other batteries. If you're a solo guy, we're gonna walk through a solo setup here real fast, live on air, no script. Solo guy, you need 2 big batteries for backpack blower, and you probably need 3 little batteries and a cyber system. Or you could go with 2 batteries. Now I'd get 3 for different pieces of equipment. 3 batteries and a cyber light. You'd be good to go. The backpack batteries lasted, if you had 2 of those, they'll last you all day, no problem. If you're just blowing just normal grass, summer weekly cuts, subdivision lawns. Not big HOA properties, not big commercial lots. HOA, subdivision, 10 to 15,000 square foot lawns, they're golden. 2 batteries, you're good for the day. 3 batteries, CyberLight system. You use one, as soon as it dies, you put it on the CyberLight charger, and by the time the other one is dead, that one's ready to go. And then you just swap them out throughout the day. And I'll tell you what, it's a little bit heavy. The weed eaters are heavy, I'm not going to lie. We do not have the harness system for your back that you can wear, where you put the battery on your back, and then you have nothing on the end of the string trimmer. If you got that, if you are a solo show and got that, I would 1,000,000% recommend getting that, because it is very heavy holding that weed eater all day. I'm not gonna lie. You would get used to it, but it's pounds heavier than the 94R if that's what you're used to using, or 2620 I think is the equivalent of that to an Echo, and it's tough. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little weird. The battery makes it weird edging. It's a great unit. It weed eats great. I love that you can turn the speeds down. You can turn 1, 2, 3. Edging, turn that thing down to 1 and edge anything weekly, bi-weekly that you want. It's going to do great. And it's not going to sling stuff near as far as what you are with a gas-powered, because that gas-powered you can't really control. Like, yeah, you can feather the trigger, but you're not literally turning like the actual unit. You're not restricting the unit from what it can do. You turn that thing down to 1 on the battery, it can only do so much. It's only going to put out so much. And it's been super great this week. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's been awesome using it. And this is why we're using it, to be able to tell you this stuff real in the field, because this is the questions we get. Are we going battery? Yes, the industry's going battery in the next 10 years. It is, whether you like it or not. Well, who are we going to use? What are we going to buy? How are we going to do it? What do we need? Okay? Like, this is not a bank-breaking setup either, what we have right here. It's not. 2 blowers. If I'm thinking solo here. If you're outfitting a crew, yeah, it's going to cost you a little more. But it is so nice So nice. Not having to crank equipment. You pull the thing out of the truck, you press the power button, and you go. And you go until it's dead, and you swap the battery out. You're not sitting there filling up gas, worrying about spilling it all over the place. Is it mixed correctly? You press the button, you put a new battery in, you press another button, and you go. Like, it's that simple. And so there is merit to it. The battery industry is coming. Crest has got a great product. Their charging is what makes it. I'm not going to lie. The charging is what makes it. Like, you stick that battery on the charger, it's ready to go before you burn out the other one. And so I highly recommend it if you're thinking about battery, if that's something that's in your industry, in your neck of the woods, in your communities or anything like that, people are pushing that, then I highly recommend trying a piece out. Like, you don't have to, you can get on their demo. They do 10-day demos. Just go to Crest Equipment, I believe. You search Crest Equipment, Google them or whatever, and it's going to come up. So I do think that it will benefit you in the long run to go ahead and get ahead of it and adapt it now. And there's some really, really cool stuff to come. And you also can register your product. Let me actually see before I let me see. I'm going to go over here to the Crest app really quickly, live. And I put my batteries in here. I put my batteries in here last week, I think. Let me see. 9. Okay. So I've got 9 batteries put in here, and it will show you the performance of these batteries, I believe. Let me see. Or do you have to actually check these out? I think you actually have to check them out. I'm figuring all this out live on the air. Anyway, you have to go check out, I'm pretty sure you have to go check out batteries to get them to show up in the system, and they connect to Bluetooth. But anyway, that's what it is. I'm not connected to Bluetooth. That's why it's sitting there offline. But it shows you the location. If you connect them to Bluetooth, it'll show you their location and things. So that's really cool. Disregard those last 30 seconds. That was nothing. But we'll update this. I'll get this put over and get the Bluetooth connected, and we'll talk about this next week maybe after running it some more. But yeah, it's been great. At the end of the day, it's been great. I just wanted to share that with you. This show's all over the place. It's a Friday show, fun show. Have a great weekend. Just kind of update, share with what's going on, the buying of the companies, the safety thing there, flipping the mower. So stay safe out there this weekend. If you're out there being a weekend warrior, getting it and crushing it there. It's hot. It's 95 to 100 every single day, all across the country, really. I've got friends like Martin Hodder up in Nova Scotia, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 105. Another buddy through LMN, my onboard specialist there. We talked on the call with him the other day. Same thing up in Canada, 105 where he was at, and it's just like, dang, it's crazy that it's that far up. So we're not the only ones. We need some rain. Do your rain dances. Say your prayers. We need some rain. It's getting crispy. We skipped a couple of our weeklies this week because they just didn't need it, and so that's bad when we're seeing it down here in the south. That our southern warm season grasses are slowing down. So, guys, my voice is going by the second, so I'm not going to make you listen to it anymore. Hope you enjoyed the show. Come back with us here on Monday with Marriage Monday. Me and Savannah will have some great conversations. Who knows? We got into some crazy ones last time. I got a couple texts saying, I can't believe you made it through that. You dug yourself such a deep hole. Way to get out of it. It was funny to read some of those. But it is a joy and an honor to come to you literally 3 times a week. Means the world. We love it. We appreciate the relationships that we've built. We'll see you in the Bahamas in July, like 30 days, almost coming up on 30 days. And it's going to be a great time there on our cruise for Together in the Trade. So if you want to learn more about Together in the Trade, you don't know about it, togetherintrades.com. As long as there's room on the boat, the celebrity cruise that we're on, you can come on the trip. So reach out to them. They can help you if you need anything more. Reach out to Brittany Allman, Liz Fullerton. Don't reach out to Brian or Caleb. They're going to be useless. But Liz and Brittany, they'll help you. So thank you for tuning in. It means the world that we get to do it. We look forward to catching up with you here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.